Deconverted Man here. Well, you probably don't play Minecraft if you're a regular watcher of my channel, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I enjoy it. So, alright. Minecraft has been sold to Microsoft, who, for the most part, continued to do what was right for Minecraft. They let the people that were already programming it stay on. They let the devs and the testers, etc. They let all those people stay. And Mojang, the main guy, Notch, he like retired because he got like a bazillion dollars. I don't even know how much. It was a stupid amount of money. And so like he was like, all right, I'm retired now. Bye. I don't know. He did whatever he did. I think he made a couple posts saying like he was kind of lonely, like because being rich kind of isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm like, hey, you can give me some of that money, then you won't be as rich. Yeah, yeah. And it probably has a lot of people saying that to him, so that's probably what makes it not so cool being rich. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So Microsoft then had uh, recently said we're going to go ahead and make it that the new patch that's coming out will have this feature, quote unquote feature, that lets you report players in chat. So if you're on a server, you can report somebody. And instead of it going to the owner of the server, it goes to Microsoft. So they have their policies, of course, hate speech and harassment and bullying. And of course, we all know hate speech is just speech that somebody doesn't like. Anything and everything can be hate speech, and it's just completely arbitrary. And the idea of that needs to go away. It's not a thing, and I wish companies would not put it on their thing because it's not well defined. I have moderated forums in the past. I've moderated lightly Minecraft stuff from here, and it's a difficult thing. It's a thankless job. It's hard to, decide if or when you should, punish somebody or ban someone or whatever. And it's something you don't really, you can't, you can't take it lightly because somebody has had a long time playing in a certain server and they have one bad day, and that could, it's like, are you going to kick them out for that, or are you going to, what are you going to do, but these nuances and all that will just fade into nothingness because Microsoft is a huge corporation. And I didn't like migrating my account over from Mojang to Microsoft. I really didn't. It was difficult to do. Well, I got a new cape. Whoopie doo. I didn't really, I didn't care about that. Um, but their help desk is just awful, completely awful. It's utter rubbish. There is no human contact. Whereas Mojang had human contact. You could get some human if you dug hard enough into the contact us. Like if you kept clicking, like, no, that didn't help. No, that didn't help. No, and eventually you would get somewhere that you could email, and that would reach a human. With Microsoft, no. If you run down that loop, it's just like, yeah, go post on the help forums. Somebody will help you. So you're left with other people to help you that aren't related to Microsoft or whatever, and they're having the same problem you are, and they're like, nobody's helping us. What do we do? So that's already a problem. Now they're going to have this feature that lets you report users to them, and then they ban the users. And apparently, there won't be a way to turn this off, uh, which is bad. Uh, the For years it had worked that the server runner, the person that runs the server of Minecraft, decided what the rules were for that server. and they had their whoever they made a moderator moderate those rules, and that was completely up to them. It could be, whatever what it could be as arbitrary as they wanted. You can't say the word lemon in this server. If you say lemon, uh, you know, you get banned. Whatever, and that worked. Everybody was fine with that. Nobody had any problems with that. Now it's going to be like, well, you say something in chat, somebody could, or a lot of somebody can report you, and that goes to Microsoft, who then decides arbitrarily whether by a bot AI system, or which more likely it's going to be that, then human will, look over it. Yeah, it's not going to be human. It's going to be robots. Come on. We all know that. And it's going to decide to ban you. And then you're going to be like, hit this, click this button. And then I saw these two other videos I've linked about this, far better videos than mine. I'm just complaining about it. That it might even shut you out of playing single player. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, shut you out of multiplayer. That doesn't make sense either. It's like it should shut you out of that one server, maybe. But no, they're like, no, you can't do anything anymore. So it's like, wow, that's really, really crummy. But if you're just on your own little world and you don't have anyone else there, then there's no way to do it. I don't know if this allows you to report people that are on a peer-to-peer thing, like if you're hooked up with a LAN to them, like if that's enabled or not. I don't know, but it's just overreach in my view. I think it's a bad move for Microsoft. The other thing I said on a couple different comment sections, and I posted on Reddit, not that anyone's going to pay attention to anything necessarily, but I said, well, what about books? Because in Minecraft, you have these little books and you can write stuff in the book. And I said, well, you could, if you don't sign the book, then nobody knows who wrote anything in the book. You could just throw it down on the ground. You could put it in, a treasure chest box. You could, throw it at someone and, van it, TP away, and they won't know who said what's ever in that book. So is Microsoft going to look at that? How would they figure that out? Like, so, every letter I type as I'm on a Minecraft server, will that be monitored now? Like, how are you going to know who started that book? Because somebody else, I could put hi, and then somebody else could pick up the book, write a different word, you, and then somebody else could write suck. So the book says hi, you suck. Well, who gets in trouble? The person that wrote suck? Do they get in trouble? Does the first person get in trouble? The second person? Do all the people get? So and then of course you could write stuff in anvils and rename stuff and whatever. And apparently somebody was saying that in Bedrock, like everything is like hyper censored, that yes, they will, the books are logged, and so they know who wrote in the book originally. I still don't know if they know who edited it later, because other people can edit it unless you sign the book. Once you sign the book, nobody can edit it. Nobody can mess with it. But, well, that's a potential workaround, isn't it? Other people have said, well, we'll just get a plugin that replaces chat with our own chat. Like we'll have a mod that people will have to install for our server, and it will just replace Minecraft's chat with our own chat. Then we don't have to worry about this anymore. That's a workaround right there. And of course, you could just build buildings in the shape of letters that spell out a message. There's another workaround. You could also, you and your friends could talk in something like Discord or whatever and say, hey, look, I'm going to write the letter A in chat. You write the letter S, and Frank, you write the next letter S. We'll spell out ass. Yeah, woo! So we do. Yeah, now who gets banned? Because we swore, and that was bad. So which one of us gets banned? Because I just said A, and they just said S, and somebody else said S. So who gets banned now? There's a workaround. And you could decide, a bunch of people could get together and decide we're going to write something, racist or threatening or whatever the bleep, one letter at a time in chat, just because they can't stop us. And they couldn't. How would they? Right? Just because you can do it. You could design things on a map that once the map is looked at, that it will spell out words. How about that? Will that be banned? How will you do that, Microsoft? How will you look at that? You'll look at every single, block of every single chunk to see if somebody spelled out something. What if someone says, okay, hey, look, dirt, that starts with the letter D. Stone, that starts with the letter S. Let's take all the different blocks and by arrangement of those blocks, depending on their first letter, that spells out a word now. Well, there you go. Now I can spell out words using one block of different substance for each letter, and it just looks like an arrangement to blocks to the naked eye. But we all know that it's it's an open code, because you look at it, you go D. Let's see, I, RT. Well, it spells dirt. Well, that's amazing. Okay. And you go, well, that's pretty harmless. And then you go, well, hey, that neither right there, that starts with an N, and that ignite of gold. Well, ignite starts with I. Oh, that's grass. Uh-oh. Better stop spelling, So how you can't stop that. So there's all sorts of workarounds for it, and Microsoft's not going to be able to block it all. You're not going to be able to handle it all, and I guarantee people are going to find all sorts of workarounds. Nobody seems to like this, by the way. Nobody wants this or asks for it. And it's an unwanted feature. Features are best when you can turn them on or off. If it was something I could turn on, fine. That'd be fine. Maybe you want some extra protection for your server because maybe it's too full of people, Why not? Or maybe you don't want it on. It's like, I don't care. Turn off the filter. I don't, it says, censor safe, unsafe words. There's like a little check mark in Minecraft already for that. I leave that unchecked. I don't care. Okay, so give me the option then. Give me the option to have it on or off. That's what they should do. Will they do it? I don't know. But it just kind of, it's this overreach that many companies seem to be doing, where it's like, we want control of what you say online. It's like, let the people decide. Like, I monitor my own channel. Let me decide what people can or cannot post or say on my channel. Let me be the decider of that. With the exception of porn, we all understand that. Okay, fine. But of course that doesn't work because we get spam bots all the time. So and then of course the posting system seemed to be kind of broken lately on YouTube. So I don't know, but that gets funky every now and again. But they take away features. I don't understand that. Like YouTube took away. There was a feature that let you featured somebody's video on your channel. Like, you went to the homepage and it's like, here's this video, and it was on it was on the other person's YouTube channel, so they got the view, they got the like, they got the comment, but it was like on your page. So if you were somebody really famous, you could feature somebody and help them out. And they got rid of that. There was video responses where you could attach a video to another video and say, this is responding to that video. And some people, of course, played around with it and didn't use it, for actual responses, but most people did. They got rid of that. And of course, then they gave us Google Plus that nobody wanted, and then they got rid of that. It's like, come on, guys. And it just seems like there's more and more things that are pro censorship in one form or another. I just encountered it lately here on YouTube. I posted something because this person said a garbage thing to say, so I let them have it in text format. And when I hit enter, when I hit post, it was like, "Are you sure you want to post this? Like this comment's not like within our community guidelines, blah blah blah, whatever." Like it, like because it saw swear words, I guess. And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to post it. That's why I wrote it. I don't want you to warn me. Oh no, it's gonna get fine. Get rid of the whatever. Delete the thing. Whatever." Twitter did it too. I posted something on Twitter, and it was like, "Are you sure? People don't usually do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to post that." I'm trying to get banned on Twitter. That's my mission, for no real reason. It's just I hate Twitter. I don't know how I got back on it, but now that I'm there, I'm getting banned as soon as I can. Dang it. Anyways, whatever. So Microsoft, stop! Come on, man. Why? Why? And oh yeah, speaking about naming weapons, armor, books, whatever, you can name just about anything in an anvil. So you could name different things, the different letters of the alphabet, and then just arrange them, uh, in item frames to spell out something. So there's another way around it. So how are you possibly ever going to stop all the possible ways there are? Here's my thought: let the moderators and the content runner run it, because that system was fine. Let people micromanage their own things, and if there's something that they cannot deal with it, then they forward it to the big thing of whatever. But it's first, like, it should be that it comes to the owner first, or the maintainer of the server or whatever first. Now maybe that's not possible with YouTube comments, I don't know, but it seems like, Minecraft was doing fine until they decided to do this. So I don't know. But what are you gonna do other than complain? Nothing, I guess. So here I am complaining, and I mean, nobody will really care, because again, not that many people. I don't even think anybody plays Minecraft that watches my stuff. But yeah, whatever. I don't care. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you did, um, post about Minecraft in the comments or something. I don't know.